I'm waiting for the answers.
Study of effect of online shopping nowadays.
Will you please repeat, madam? Hello?
A study of online shopping is good or bad nowadays, or a survey type.
हाँ, तो उसको थोड़ा सा आपको और अच्छा करना पड़ेगा.
Ma'am, digital shopping.
Factors affecting online shopping, that may be one thing. Yeah, madam, please tell me.
Ma'am, digital shopping consumer trends.
Okay, that can be one of the title. Or
Impact of online shopping.
but when you say impact, then it should have one more variable. Impact of online shopping on what? On whom? How? Isn't it?
And its effects on consumers.
Yeah, its effect on consumer. Even we can say impact of online shopping on stress, de-stress. On de-stress. स्ट्रेस का उल्टा है de-stress. बहुत लोग ना स्ट्रेस से बाहर आने के लिए भी ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग करते हैं. ओके, and yeah, we can say that impact of online shopping, yeah, we as a, or we can say role of online shopping as a stress booster, isn't it? Or koi, why I am getting
Problems and perspectives of online shopping.
Why I am getting all the answers from female only? We are more popular for shopping. What about male faculties?
Impact of online shopping on the people of Kashmir.
On people of Kashmir.
Yes.
Okay, you are from Kashmir, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
It's a very beautiful place.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I have visited Kashmir, and it is the Switzerland of India. Very beautiful.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Online shopping behavior of rural versus urban consumers.
Yeah, so here we can have a comparative study between rural versus urban
consumers.
ठीक है. So I think now you can see something here, demographic variables like gender, age, profession, and all those things. Okay, so you can have one more title like impact of demographic variables on online shopping. Okay, whether this
we can study. Ma'am, we can study the impact of online shopping on local sellers or local market.
Yeah, that can also be studied, isn't it? Especially in case of grocery and all. Nowadays, people are more keen to purchase from Amazon, yeah, from DMart. Okay, DMart is also having a home service online and all those things. So how it is impacting the normal kirana wala, isn't it? So all these things can be done. So I think the idea with respect to title formulation is very, very clear to you all. Now, with respect to your title, you need to formulate the research question, and at the same time, you need to formulate the objectives. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you one title. It is impact of demographic variables on online shopping. This is the title. Okay, so what may be the research question? The research question may be, what is the role of demographic variables on online shopping? Okay, again, if you want to make more questions, you can say whether gender has an impact on online shopping, whether age has an impact on online shopping, whether profession has an impact on online shopping, whether region has an impact on online shopping. Okay, so the second part is also over. Now the third part is what? Objective. So the objective is to identify the role of demographic variables on online shopping. ठीक है? Idea clear हुआ? To identify the role of gender, the role, है ना? ठीक है? So I think this part is very, very clear to you all. How to make a title, how to make a research question, and how to formulate the research objectives. Okay, let us move forward. Now here I am coming to the dimension part. Like I told you people that dimension I'll be explaining on the later stage. Now what is the dimension? Dimension is nothing but you're giving a direction to your research. Okay, like if I'm having a topic here, online teaching, yeah, online classes, that can be dealt with different dimensions or with different directions. Okay, that can be studied with respect to student dimension, that can be studied with respect to faculty dimension, that can be studied with respect to both the dimensions. Yes or no? I think I am audible to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? तो ये अपन अलग अलग डायमेंशन से बात कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते? बिल्कुल कर सकते हैं.
कर सकते हैं मैम, कर सकते हैं.
Isn't it? So here I am giving you a classwork. ठीक है, I am giving you a classwork. We are having a topic online teaching या online classes. Now formulate a title with respect to student dimension, and somebody can formulate a title with respect to faculty dimension. ठीक है, hurry up, hurry up. Yes, anybody who's working on the title? Yeah, you want me to give the answer?
And problems and perspectives of online teaching. It is from faculty dimension.
It is from faculty dimension. Okay. What about student dimension?
The study of online classes, study of effect of online classes on students.
On student, ठीक है. I'll give one title from my side, that is infrastructural support and its impact on student attendance in online classes in rural areas. Isn't it? That may be with respect to student dimension. Okay, student engagement through online classes, issues and challenges. Okay, now tell me whether this title is with respect to student or with respect to faculty. Student engagement, I'm repeating it. Student engagement in online classes, issues and challenges.
Ma'am, it is from faculty dimension.
Faculty
side.
Yeah, it is faculty dimension. Okay, just see. I can see around 104 people. But whether I can have an surety that all the 104 are there, there may be some Kachi Nimbu also who might have logged in and disappeared. Isn't it? So that is the disadvantage of online classes. Okay, so dimension part is clear to you all. Now I'm giving you a theme called quality education. Now, quality education can be discussed with different dimensions. Faculty, student, industry, quality, society, and all those things. Okay, so I'm giving an example here. The theme is quality education, and I'm giving the dimension of faculty. So, role of competency building in faculty and its impact on quality education. हो सकता है?
हाँ, हो सकता है.
हो सकता है. Yeah. Now the second dimension is faculty. Okay. Impact means role of quality education and its impact on student employability. हो सकता है? बिल्कुल हो सकता है.
Yes, ma'am.
Then we are having industry. Impact of institute industry interface and formulation of industry ready curriculum. That can also be done. Okay. Then quality का quality हम बोल सकते हैं various tools and techniques to impart quality education. ठीक है. Impact of quality education and its role in societal development. Then the next dimension is impact of accreditations and its role in quality education. Like we have NAC, NBA, lots of accreditations and certifications, isn't it? So that is also there to enhance quality education, no? So I think this dimension part is very, very clear to you all, friends.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now we are coming to the next concept, which is called as research design. Okay, now what is a research design? It is basically called as a blueprint. It is basically called as a blueprint, and it is considered as a guiding angel for the rest of the research process. So what is a blueprint? Okay, so when you take the case of a research design basically is a constructive action plan. I'm repeating, it is a constructive action plan supported with the various sub-activities with the time span. Okay, so we have already seen the different steps involved in research process. When each and every step, each and every process is supported with the sub-activities involved and the time frame to complete it, that is what is called as research design. Okay, so when you take the example of research design, all those things comes into picture where you can see on the right side. Okay, but the most important thing is, these are the 4 things which you need to pay attention while forming the research design. The first one is neutrality. What is neutrality? Anybody? न्यूट्रलिटी का मतलब होता है
न्यूट्रलिटी मीन्स मैम जो भी रिजल्ट आया है एक्चुअल फॉर्म में उसको एक्सेप्ट करना. लाइक हमें कोई भी परसेप्शन नहीं बना लेना है कि रिजल्ट पॉजिटिव ही आएगा या नेगेटिव ही आएगा.
yeah. So
Ma'am, it
the
is result निष्पक्ष.
the simple meaning is free from bias, and free from
Yes.
biasness.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what is reliability?
विश्वसनीयता मैम.
हमारे रिजल्ट्स हैं वो डिपेंडेबल है, रिलाई कर सकते हैं, तुम कर सकते हैं.
Actually, I'm not able to understand because more than one person is giving the answer and it is getting merged. Reliability क्या होगा?
Consistency.
Reliability deals with consistency. Perfect.
Stability.
Now, yes, ma'am.
वैलिडिटी मीन्स वैलिडेशन. लाइक कहीं और हमने हमारा जो भी रिसर्च है सेम अगर रिपीट किया है तो सेम रिजल्ट आना चाहिए. वैलिडेट किया है सेकंड पार्टी.
नहीं, आप कंफ्यूज हो रहे हो. आप जो रिपीट किया तो सेम आना चाहिए, दैट इज कंसिस्टेंसी, दैट इज रिलायबिलिटी.
वैलिडिटी मीन्स विश्वसनीयता मैम.
Validity deals with completeness. Validity deals with completeness.
So we call it accuracy also.
It is not accuracy, it is completeness. Now I'll give an example.
इट इज विश्वसनीयता.
मैम मेरी शुद्ध हिंदी नहीं है, इतनी शुद्ध हिंदी नहीं है मैडम मेरी, तो मैं सिंपल वे में जो आपको एक्सप्लेन कर सकती हूँ. टर्मिनोलॉजी मेरी हिंदी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है. ठीक है. वैलिडिटी द सिंपल मीनिंग इज कंप्लीटनेस. आई विल गिव अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल. ओके, इफ वी आर टॉकिंग ऑफ अनएम्प्लॉयबिलिटी, अब मुझे बताइए अनएम्प्लॉयबिलिटी किस किस को डील करता है? स्टूडेंट को, पेरेंट्स को, टीचर्स को, कॉलेज के रेपुटेशन को, इंडस्ट्रीज को, रूलिंग पार्टी को, ऑपोजिशन पार्टी को, सोसाइटी को. ये सारे लोगों को अनएम्प्लॉयबिलिटी अफेक्ट करता है कि नहीं करता है?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It does. So if you want to conduct a study with respect to unemployability issues, you need to include each and every segment in order to get a complete and clear picture about the topic is. If you are including each and every parameter, then it satisfies the validity part. That is what is called as validity, जिसको हम simple language में बोलते हैं completeness. Got it? Yes, yes, friends, please respond.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है, आप लोग
Yes,
थक गए
ma'am.
क्या? कोई इमोजीज क्यों नहीं आ रही है? 2-3 लोग ही इमोजीज आ रहे हैं, बाकी सारे कच्चे नींबू हो क्या? है कि नहीं है आप लोग? Yeah, thank you very much. Now the last one is generalization. Generalization tells you about the applicability. Okay, it tells you about the applicability. Now what is this applicability? जैसे कोई भी थ्योरी या कोई भी प्रिंसिपल्स बनाते हैं, वो थियोरी और प्रिंसिपल तब बोला जाता है जब वो सबके लिए एप्लीकेबल हो. Okay, so that is what is the concept of research design, and I am sure that all the 4 parameters you got a clear cut idea. किसी को कोई डाउट है?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. No.
So the question comes to your way. Mention types of research. बताते जाइए, इसमें आंसर देते जाइए. I'll explain. I'm asking types of research.
Qualitative,
हाँ, qualitative, quantitative, narrative, exploratory. ठीक है. अब हम one by one लेते हैं. Now types of research. Based on the application, you are having pure research and applied research. Now what is a pure research? Pure research is basically called as a fundamental research. Okay, it is called as a fundamental research. कहने का मतलब ये है, there is no study made. Okay, जब आप totally नया study करते हैं, so that is called as pure research. It is also called as fundamental research. It is also called as basic research. ठीक है? So the pure research is totally a new study which can be patentable also. Invention बोलते हैं ना अपन. Okay, लेकिन वो स्टडी और वो थियोरी को रख के फर्दर जब स्टडी करते हैं, उसको हम बोलते हैं अप्लाइड रिसर्च. ठीक है? You are already having a theory. You are taking the help of that theory and doing a further study. That is what is called as applied research. Then you are having descriptive research based on the objectives. So the descriptive research is basically literature वाले लोग अपने जो करते हैं, language वाले जो करते हैं, that is what is descriptive. Exploratory research is coming up with new parameters and new factors. You are trying to explore new things. That is what is called as exploratory research. Got it? Okay, then you are having correlational research. So correlational research is basically you are conducting a study to find out the relationship between. Please keep your mic on mute mode. गप्पे मारो नहीं, म्यूट मोड में रख के गप्पे मारिए. Then you can be considered as कच्चे नींबूस of class. Yeah. So correlational research is what? When you are having variables and then you are conducting whether the variables are related, not related, that is what is called as correlational research. Okay, like for example, salary and standard of income. Okay, that is, we can say a correlation is there. Now explanatory and descriptive goes hand in hand, and it is nothing but an explanation or analysis which you are doing. That is what is called as explanatory research. Now when you are having quantitative and qualitative research, quantitative research is a research which is in numeric form. Okay, there you will be having the various statistical tests and all. That is what is called as quantitative. Number of students present in class, if you could see, we can see 106. Okay, so it can be represented in numbers. Qualitative is non-numeric. Okay, qualitative is what? It is non-numeric. Now, again, we can see that research can be classified as historical research. Now, what is an historical research? Historical research is a research which is happened in past. Don't get confused. Like historical research is always used in archaeology or always used in history. No, not at all. Okay, historical research can be used in medical sciences. It can be used in psychology. It can be used in the world of crime, judiciary. What they do, they will try to identify the past. Like if you have read today's newspaper, you might have seen the news with respect to the various airplane crash happened in the past. In order to corroborate with yesterday's plane crash. So that is also a historical study. Anything which you are doing with respect to time is called as historical study. Okay, in case of judiciary also, before giving the verdict or when the advocates will be pleading the case, they take the support of so many past judgments and cases. Okay, then diagnostic research, don't get confused that diagnostic research happens only in medical sciences. It happens everywhere. The other name for diagnostic research is investigative study. Okay, so if some problem happens, what you will do, you will conduct an investigation. Now the investigation has already started with respect to yesterday's plane crash. What went wrong? Okay, now what is evaluation study? Like the feedback of a faculty. Okay, colleges are taking the feedback of a faculty. That is the evaluation study. Okay, and if evaluation is good, the action is appreciation. If the evaluation is not good, and if you are working in a private college, you will be fired. That will be the action. Okay, I hope all the things are very clear, friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so quantitative, qualitative, we have already seen. Now, types of quantitative and qualitative. Okay. So here, let us start with ethnographic research. What is ethnographic research? Any study with respect to culture is called as ethnography. Okay, any study with respect to culture is called as ethnography. Like if you want to study the tribal, yeah, if you want to, like I was telling you people that I want to visit northeastern part of India. So before visiting, what I'll do some research, web search and all, like what are the places need to be visited, what precautions need to be taken. Precautions means whether I need to carry the raincoat or sort of thing. Then what will be the food availability there. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to conduct a study with respect to that part, isn't it? In similar manner, if you're conducting a study with respect to any tribe, their living and rest of the thing, that is what is called as ethnography. Okay, yeah. Then narrative study, basically the literature people use. So what you can do, you can patients. Okay, like for example, if I'm conducting a critical analysis of the novels of Shobha. So what I can do, I can take some 4 to 5 novels. Okay, I can make some narrations and I can make an analysis. That is what is called as narrative. Then focus group, I was mentioning about the unemployability issue. And there we are having the various stakeholders. When you are picking up the representation from the various stakeholders and conducting and collecting the data, that is what is called as focus group. Action research, already explained. Historical method, already explained. Case study, Case study is what? It is a real life situation. Okay. So the case study is a real life situation. And again, I'll take the same case of yesterday's plane crash for case study. Okay, what went wrong and what are the things? So it is a case study we can take. Okay, that same can be taken for phenomenological method. Some phenomena happens, then you are conducting a study with respect to the phenomena or the situation, so it should not be repeated in the further on in future. Okay, so all those things and grounded theory will be explaining. Now here if you could see descriptive research already. Survey research is other name for exploratory study. Correlational already discussed, but would like to explain quasi and experimental research. Okay, so for that, I will take the help of that slide where I have shown you about fertilizer A, B, C and the plant. Okay, so in order to know the outcome of that, you need to give the fertilizer treatment at least for 1 month, isn't it? It is not 2 minutes noodles. Na? The moment you put fertilizer, it will see the effect on the plant. Whether it is going to happen, no, isn't it? So the thing is what, if you are taking the treatment for 1 month, what you will do, you will conduct the study before the starting of the experiment. That is called as pre. Okay, that is what is called as pre. Then after 15 days, again you will conduct a study in order to see whether there is an impact, yes or no. Okay, so that is in between when you are conducting the study, that is what is called as quasi. Okay, that is what is called as quasi. Then once the 30 days is complete, 1 month is complete, you are again taking the measurements, then that is called as experimental, and that is what is called as post-experimental. So when you are conducting an experimental study, there are 3 steps: pre-experiment, in between, and the post. Is it clear? Yeah? Is it clear, friends?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we are coming to the next part, which is deduction and induction. Deduction deals with from theory to confirmation. What it says, theory is already in place. Okay, theory is already in place. So what you have to do, you need to formulate the hypothesis, you need to collect the data, and then you need to confirm. That is what is called as deduction. Okay, that is what is called as deduction. And induction is what? Theory is not there. You need to come up with a new theory. Now here I'll give an example, which I give this example in every class of mine, wherever I am taking the research. Okay, so once this class is over, you people are sitting at home, vacation, yeah, in college. Are you in college or are you at home?
In college, ma'am.
In college, ma'am.
Achha, you people are in college.
College, ma'am.
Okay, so whosoever is sitting in college or whosoever is at home, what you have to do is just give a slap to the person sitting next to you. Give a slap. ठीक है, एक डिशुम मार के देखिए. What you are going to get?
Dishum वापस.
You are going to get Dishum Vapas. That proves Newton's third law. Each and every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the theory is already in place. You are forming a hypothesis. You are doing some experiment, and you are confirming. Yes, boss. Theory to hai, isn't it? So that is what is called as deduction. Got it? Now, let me explain about induction. There is no theory. There is no theory. And the theory here is, I'm going to give the theory of CID. Okay. I think maximum of you might have watched the Sony TV CID crime series. Okay, what happens? The CID office gets a phone. One murder happened in lane number 2, okay, of a XYZ area. Now the CID, what happens? The CID with the whole crew visit the place. Okay. Now they see that the door is little open. So what is the first theory? The first theory is somebody known is the person. Okay. Then they further enter. Then they can see a coffee mug, 2 coffee mug. In 1 coffee mug, a slight lipstick. So again, the theory confirms koi jana pehchana hai. Okay. Then the person enters the kitchen. You can see the lady, victim, and you can see all the ornaments, iPhone, everything is lying intact. Almira Vilmira ko bhi kuch nahi hua hai. The third theory is robbery was not the intention. Okay, then what? Kuch to gadbad hai, isn't it? So the thing is what? Every step prima facie theory was forming, and that theory becomes the foundation for the complete investigation. Kyunki kuch to gadbad hai. Okay, so that is what is induction, and when you combine both deduction and induction, it leads to grounded theory. I hope it is okay with you all. Now it is assessment time. Please give the answer. Which is the right answer?
D part.
D. Answer D is the right answer. Okay. Under which of the following research method is not applicable?
Imaginary world.
It is imaginary world.
Imaginary world.
If a researcher was studying the use of various instructional approaches to multiple intelligence, कौन सा theory है? ये theory है applied, because he is using the existing theory of multiple intelligence. Hence, the research is an applied research. ठीक है? Which of the following task is not accomplished by theoretical framework? Theoretical framework हमेशा variables को लेके बनाते हैं. So the right answer is relates the previous studies. ठीक है? The right answer is relates the previous studies. The research questions are crucial because they will. सबसे पहले आपको research title और research questions बनाने पड़ते हैं, where we have done some classwork also, because it will guide your decision about what data to collect and from where. There where the role of dimension comes into picture. Okay, if the topic is with related to students, the data collected will be with respect to the students. ठीक है? Got it?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Exploratory addresses which of the following type of question? So here you need to ask what are the factors. So the right answer is what.
What?
Okay, so the right answer is what. So that is all from my side. If you have any questions, you can ask. A very big thank you to all of you for being so attentive, and I hope you got some learning out of the session.
Yes.
Okay, even if you were aware of all these facts, I think at least brushing up हुआ होगा. ठीक है?
Yes, ma'am.
And कैसा लगा सेशन? ठीक लगा आप लोगों को?
Really very nice.
बहुत informative था.
बहुत अच्छा लगा.
Very nice session, ma'am. Interesting session.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Preeti ma'am, for inviting me.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Very.
And I'm so grateful to you all for being so interactive and being so attentive in class. Lots and lots thank you to you all. And God bless you all and may you achieve all your dreams, because it is a starting journey when it is an induction, isn't it?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, we heard you after the research work program we have attended at HRDC, and and we get energized after listening you. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, friends, if there are कुछ questions है तो पूछिए. But overall section was wonderful.
जी, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
कल मैडम फिर से हमारे साथ रहेंगे 3 घंटा, नए टॉपिक्स को हम एक्सप्लोर करेंगे. तो आज के दिन हम यहीं पे रुकते हैं पहला सेशन. थैंक यू सो मच मैडम once again from all the participants and see you madam for tomorrow's session.
Thank you.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
shall I leave?
Yes madam, thank you. Good day, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Bye,
Have a
ma'am.
great day, all of you. See you
Thank you,
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye ma'am, thank you. Thank you all of you. You please proceed for your lunch break and we will meet at 12:30 for our next session. आधे घंटे में हम आगे का सेशन शुरू करते हैं. आप फटाफट अपना लंच फिनिश कर लीजिए. 12:30 हम दूसरा सेशन स्टार्ट करेंगे. थैंक यू सो मच एवरीवन.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. હા સુરેશ બરાબર છે જોઈ લીધું તમે પણ